Hello, this is Witch Nikki, and I know there's many carving pumpkin ideas out there and stuff like that. And I've been carving pumpkins, well, since I was about 8 or 9, when my mom let me use tools to carve them out. Usually just a knife, that's all we had. And then a spoon to scoop out the stuff. Now, you might want to save the inside seeds to either plant or roast them. They're pretty tasty. Let's see. You can also use these little stencils to put on here. And I was thinking about doing this because I've never really used one of those, and it's a little bit on the confusing side to me. I don't know, it seems kind of tricky. I'm just usually always did old school, so I just kind of wonder what I'm going to be doing. So we'll check back later. I don't want you to go through the whole thing, but what you're going to do is always find the good side of the pumpkin that you want to carve, because some parts are lower to view and some are up. And if people are, passing by, you want to have it mostly, see how this part's really high up? So you want to have it like right here, not down here. So if this is the face, see how this is? If you were going to have that, you don't want to put it down too low. You want to put it up high enough that you can see and that it makes sense. That's why I'm trying to think. It's not really fitting on there good. So we'll see. Now, Ginger and Michelle have already started kind of carving up theirs. Hold on. And see, Ginger has cut her top off, and she's gonna scoop out all that stuff and just put it on the side. So we'll let them do their business. And also, you want to keep your carving utensil at a slant. You don't want to poke it straight in. And the reason for that is because if you make it too small, it'll fall in. The top will fall in. So you have to carve it. And you also want to make sure that you make a good enough circle around here that you can fit in your hand. Put in a candle if you're going to do jack-o'-lantern candles, like the kind you light, or an LED safe one. Then you don't have to worry about it. You can just drop that in, turn it on, and that's pretty good. So here we go. Kind of tricky. I don't want to. I kind of see. There we go. And you have to hold on with your one hand here. If you're like under Ginger's age, I would have a parent help you with it. It's okay, because you might get cut. So you want to be very careful. And just take this all the way around. See how the knife is going in at that kind of slant, okay? It's not going straight in like this, okay? That's one thing that my mom taught me. I like to kind of stick with what my mom taught me. Unless I learn something that's really better, then I might go for that. But if not, what works for my mom and worked for me, see? Ta-da! And then, I'll show you. See how it's slanted? And then, there you go. Fit it right back on. And let me bring you over here to kind of see how this part kind of slants in. I don't want to drop you in the pumpkin guts. See? And it doesn't fall in. See? Because it's slanty. It's like this. So it holds it up. It holds the lid up. Okay? Now, the part that I'm going to do now is just take everything out. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I've done quite a bit. I just wanted to show you what it's starting to look like there. See it? Let me turn it against the light a little bit. I'm kind of backwards. But anyways, here's what it does. What you do, pull out all that stuff. Now, another thing my mom used to say is to leave some of the strings just hanging in there, but you want to try to get out as much of the seeds as possible. The reason why she said to leave the strings in there, because she said it give it like a spooky look, like all that stuff hanging down in there. Yucky. What are you doing? Ginger's pulling all this. Ew. Ginger, stop. Get out of my phone. There it is. Okay. So, yeah, and plus, it just gets so stringy. Let's see if I can get any more of it out. Some of these, bless you, some of these devices, like this Pumpkin Pro stuff and whatever, sometimes it works pretty good. And sometimes not. There's different kinds. There's plastic ones and there's some with metal. So I'll show you. Let's see if I could skip any of that with this metal one. The thing is, the metal thing, it feels like it's, well, it feels like it's gonna break, but it's not. It's still pretty sturdy. I just want most of the seeds and stuff out. Now, if you are a pumpkin pie eating person and want to do that, you're going to dig a little bit deeper in. I'm going to carve in this area here, I think, so you might want to scrape out some and make it thinner. That way you don't have so much stuff to carve through. So the face area, you want to dig it deeper and scrape it a little bit deeper. Let's see what I got here. See? Now, the stringy part, you don't want to make into pumpkin pie. No, you use this part right here. The meaty part right here. Pumpkin pie or pumpkin soup. All of this stuff here is good for that. See the inside parts. This part right here. That's the part that you eat. And that's part why I kind of... I'm kind of caught in the ropes. I love doing this because I love smelling the pumpkin while you're carving it. But I don't like wasting any of this stuff. And you can make all kinds of stuff, like soup or cook all kinds of things with the pumpkin stuff. Pumpkin bread. Thank you, Ginger. Muffins. Pumpkin muffins, Ginger saying. Pumpkin cookies. Some people, I think, even put pumpkin chocolate chip. Well, I think that sounds good. Ginger just made a face. She loves chocolate chips, yeah. I think it's just the pumpkin isn't her, you know, her flavor of chocolate chip stuff. People even make pumpkin pumpkin pie spice ice cream. That's pretty good. Now, I got a piece of pumpkin gut on the camera. So you're probably not showing. It's just showing, it's like on my hair right now, but you can't see it. Sorry. It looks like this, like across my head. What was I gonna say? Oh. Pumpkin pie spice does not come from pumpkins. No. Pumpkin pie spice comes from, what spice is in there? I think. Cinnamon, definitely cinnamon. Nutmeg. Maybe some, I don't know if there's some cloves in it or not, but mostly nutmeg, allspice, type of stuff. I like even putting a little bit of ginger in it. Not you, Ginger. Okay. Those are the things that you put into pumpkin pie spice to make the pumpkin pie taste good. Sometimes it already comes already made in a little container, pumpkin pie spice. Sometimes you just get the right spices, you know it. You have them all different ones and you don't like them all mixed, so you have them all in different little containers and you mix them up. Now, there's this lady, I think her name is Ellen Kavala on Disney Channel, I think, right? Yeah, Ginger says, she used to make some spaghetti out of spaghetti squash. Well, I think you could probably do that too with this. Look at here. You could take pieces like this and grate it up. Maybe it's not like spaghetti squash, but you could probably, you can invent and do whatever you want to with it. It is like a squashy type or a gourd type of plant, so you can cook it just about any way that you do those kind of things. All right. Okay, I'm gonna pause again.